Hopefully, we're
Merry
not horrible.
Christmas.
Okay, you're not super choppy. Oh, mine's over there. Let me grab
Yay.
it.
Am I? Oh, okay. We got Christmas light sticks. We went to the Gaylord Hotel this past weekend for their Christmas thing. It's the hotel down in the DC Harbor, and we won the scavenger hunt that was definitely meant for children. And they gave us Christmas light sticks, and they didn't know how appropriate that was.
I don't know. It was
So,
kind of hard for
yes.
children. Like we didn't find all of them.
Yeah. No, we used our big girl brains and solved the
And we
puzzle
still
without
didn't.
finding everything.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It was quite difficult, and we got a lot of exercise in. That was positive. And
good.
Brooke from the chat went with us. Shout out to Brooke. She also has one of these, and it was very fun to hang out with her.
Only the realist people
And
have.
yeah, maybe in the future we can do. Maybe in the future we can do more get-togethers with people in the chat, because it's always fun to make friends with people you meet on the internet. I know that's what our parents always told us not to do, and I've done it many times this year, and I already have plans to do it again next year. So, yes, meet your internet friends. It's fun.
Always do that.
Anyways, today, today
You are delayed. Okay.
have
I think
something
you're on a
prepared for you
delay.
guys.
Because you always pause when I
I'm
start
on a
talking,
what?
but like a delay. But it's okay. You're gonna be doing most of the talking.
Oh. At least, okay, yeah. Okay. Well, I braved the depths of the internet, and oh boy, did I go to the depths of the internet this time. Did I freeze,
I think you're fine.
Josie?
I think you're fine.
Am I fine? You're frozen. Okay. I
not.
see you frozen
I'm
on my
watching
screen, but
myself.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
Just ignore
I'm
that
just gonna
and
keep.
keep talking.
I'm just gonna keep talking then. Okay. Just text me
And don't
if I
delay when I
freeze,
start talking.
because I'll be
Just
looking
don't
at my
delay if I
phone a
start
lot.
talking.
Okay. So I went to the depths of the internet. You're holding, yay! And hello, Alex. Hello, Brooke. Welcome in. So when I did this for Halloween, I immediately found cute Halloween fan fictions that weren't terrifying in the sexual manner. This time, however, I was bombarded. You know what? You want to know? I don't know. I guess I can say some of these words without getting struck by anything.
Please don't.
I'll be gentle. I'll be gentle.
No, use a euphemism
I'll be gentle.
or something. Like use
The
something
very
similar,
first.
but don't say it. Please.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say. No. I'm not stupid. So I know. I'm not going to do anything crazy. So the very first fan fiction that I pulled up was a Jung-ho fan fiction from, our baby mangne from 80s. It was water sports. Water sports. For Christmas. Who does that for Christmas? That is not Christmassy. I was terrified. And then, as I was scrolling, I was just reading the tags, and I was getting more and more horrified. I scrolled for an hour before I finally found something that wasn't degenerate. Like, I am all for people having their hobbies or whatever, but what happened to people just writing cute stories? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, you would think that like Christmas
after
would
scrolling
it would bring in like the cuteness, Hallmark storylines.
Cute stories.
But no, they went hard in the wrong direction.
But no, we got water sports and Christmas tree. How do I say this? Christmas tree.
You insert into areas.
Things that you insert in certain areas.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Oh,
Christmas
and
bulbs,
puppy hybrids.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh no.
Puppy hybrids. What's up with this? Anyways, I did manage to find there is one person. There is one person, and I believe this might have been the same person that wrote the Halloween fan fictions that I read that were like relatively wholesome, you know. And yes, I mean she does like a mix, or they what is it? Do they have their pronouns on their
I just call her
thing?
a
So
she.
I don't know. There's none. It's a she because it's typically a female hobby, so I'm just gonna guess. This person goes by Remedy X on Tumblr. They have a mix of degeneracy and fluff, so I'm going with their fluff ones. Um, some of these are gonna be a little bit longer, so we might only get to 2 this time, but we'll see. But like I was thinking like, oh, there'll be ones with like fan fictions with snowball fights and Christmas parties, standing under the
Kind of
mistletoe,
like the
like
games you were
all of
playing,
those, like
like
maybe
those
an
type of things.
I'll be home for Christmas kind of vibe. Yeah. Yeah, like you get stuck in a
We're
winter
so
cabin
delayed.
with
It's so
Dino
funny.
by the fire, like on a farm. Like that's what I was thinking.
You
Oh,
say
I'm
something and
sorry.
then like at least 5
There's
seconds
nothing I can
later
do
you
about
react
it.
to it. Awkward pause.
Okay, well,
Wild.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I am responding as soon as I hear it. But
Right.
yeah, there was nothing of the sort. There was getting railed after building a snowman. There was all of these types of things, but there
Railed like a
was
train. A
very
train. Choo
little
choo
wholesome
choo.
activities.
Choo choo
So I have
choo.
like a train, like a train. Yes. And that's not what I'm into reading personally. I mean, I don't really read fan fiction outside of like content
Work
for
work
here.
setting.
Um, but I was kind of hoping to, yeah, out of work settings. Yeah, Tumblr, you let me down this time. But I've come out with minimal scarring just from the tags. So, shall we jump into a fan fiction?
Yep. And if I say something, just don't reply because you'll be super late.
Okay. Yeah, it's delayed.
That was better though. That was better. It was slightly less delayed.
All
this time.
right. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting closer.
Okay. Um okay. I'm going to start with the shortest one first that I found. And this is actually by someone different. So I will give them proper credit. This is by Teen6GE on Tumblr. And
That's a lot.
I have a feeling, Josie, you will like this one. Can you guess who the star is?
I'll just go through my bias list. Mingyu or Mingi or
Yes.
or oh, the first one? Okay. I was already on the second option.
It is Mingyu. Yes, you
Okay,
you
there we
were
go.
right. Yeah, the
Well, that's
delay. I
nice.
said yes as soon as I heard Mingyu. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So,
I'm down with this.
the plot. Mingyu has had it with his Christmas costume until he sees yours. Now
That's
this
a
is fluff, so I hope
situation.
it's fluff. I've not proofread this. For the thrill of it, you better be Mrs. Claus or something wholesome like that, or I'm
Never
going to
know.
stop reading.
No.
So, let's go. Oh, speaking of Christmas, I'm wearing my Grinch hoodie. Oops. So, let's get started. Also,
I'm twinning with my llama.
OP said that this English is not... Okay, I can't actually see you. You're completely frozen on my screen. Why didn't I proofread?
Okay.
Because where's the thrill in that? These are not tagged with anything. There's nothing. They put warnings ahead of time. So they said there's
We're talking about
something like
Christmas
some
costumes.
sexy
How bad could it be?
flirtation, but outside of that, this is Christmas costumes. Oh, okay, fine. Thanks, Alex. This one was a gift that I got last year.
This one I bought myself.
Josie does have great Christmas sweaters.
I need to.
Yeah,
to
so
get new
English
ones.
is not their first language, so if if some grammar is bad, that's why. So we will give them grace. All right, let's jump in.
I'm ready.
Remind me, why did I let you why? Wait a second. Yeah, there's some English here. Remind me, why did I let you convince me into this again? You laugh slightly at Mingyu's whining while fixing his Santa clothes. You can't deny he looks good. He does
He
look
looks
good in
good
the
in
going
everything.
17
Can
episodes where
confirm.
they wear Santa
Can
suits.
confirm.
So that is a fact. He
The
looks
man
good
can
in
do it all.
everything. Yeah. I told you not to bet on soccer games with my dad, didn't I? I'm his lucky charm, and he's always right. Once you've finished, you take a few steps back so you can look at him better. Crossing his arms and frowning, he asks, "So, you're telling me my own girlfriend was the reason I lost the bet?" As you smile and nod in agreement, he lets out a grunt in betrayal. "I can't believe this." You get closer to him again, hugging his waist while peppering kisses on his face, still not covered with the fake white beard. He must be slacking a little bit. All right.
Better than a real white beard.
Come on, baby. You're Santa, not the Grinch. Let's go. My little cousins are going to freak out. Oh, and don't forget the beard. Now he's remembered. He's
okay.
just waiting. Had to get
So
those
he's doing
cheek
this for
kisses
family
before he covered up his
purposes.
face, I guess.
Yeah, so I think
Yes,
he's
he
going
lost
to
a
be
bet.
Santa for the
That's
children.
where we are.
Okay. Interesting premise. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Yes. Let's go. Actually, my family used to do something like this, except one of my uncles would actually climb up on the roof, and we would go find him outside. We'd all, as we were little kids, and be like, "Oh, there's Santa. That's totally not Uncle Gary." Like, and so that was fun. Maybe he'll go all out. We'll see. At the Christmas party at your parents' house was always the huge event. Ever since you were little, your house would be filled with your family and your parents' friends. That was actually how you met Mingyu and his parents. You were 6 and he was 8 at the time, and both of you would go
Highly
play
unlikely.
with other kids around the house. You always had a... Yeah. Anyway, this
We
is
don't live
fan
on the
fiction.
same
It doesn't have to be
general
likely.
area. Okay, he lives in America, I guess. It'll be fine.
It's okay. This is fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enter
You always
the
had
word.
a crush on him, but he only found out when you were graduating high school. Actually, his graduation gift for you was a kiss when he finally got you alone, and without even realizing it, he was also your first kiss. Aw, how cute.
That's nice.
Ever since then, you started going out, and soon enough you were dating. You are together for 5 years now, and you've never been happier. It's a long relationship. You better propose at some point.
He's slacking.
Thinking about all
Come on,
those
Santa.
years, I know. All those memories makes your heart flutter, and you can't believe how lucky you are to have met your soulmate ever since you were little. Looking at him now and watching as he attentively listens to your little cousin ask for her Christmas gift, she's sitting on his lap, his eyes focusing on her while he forces a different voice to talk to her so she doesn't know he's Mingyu. Oh, he's real into it. That's nice. Yes. Yes. You excuse yourself while you had to run to the pool house where you and Mingyu were going to sleep tonight. And you close the curtain so nobody can look at what you're going to do. Yes, you're adults.
What?
You can share a bed. It's fine.
No, but why are we sleeping in a pool house? That's the main concern here. Is there like...
I guess there's no other room. There's no room in the inn. I don't know.
Oh, now we're
just go with it. Yes. Mingyu doesn't have to suffer alone with the Christmas costume. Okay, so you're gonna help him out here. I see where this is going.
I'll take Mrs. Claus.
I hope so. There's kids involved, so I hope so.
Yeah, I was like, there are children in the story.
The second Mingyu closes the door to the pool house, he lets his body rest against it while closing his eyes and removing his stupid fake beard and beanie, throwing it to the side. He sighs heavily, voice tired as he speaks. Baby, I swear to God, I'll never bet with your dad again. You're absolutely right. F this costume. It's horrible. There was no language warning ahead of time. F this costume. Wow, what a Grinch.
It's your costume.
It's Christmas. You're doing it for the kids. Come on.
Lumps of coal.
With no answer to his complaint, Mingyu opens his eyes, frowning when he notices the room is completely dark and silent. He had seen you enter the pool house an hour ago, assuming you were already too tired to continue partying. It's not like the party went on for too long, but he missed you a lot. But then, it's unusual for him to think that you'd sleep in the dark. He knows you too well that you can only rest properly if there is a lamp on. That's
Incorrect.
nice. We're scared of
That's
the dark, I
incorrect.
guess. I need no, there can be no
You need
light
the black
whatsoever.
dark abyss to sleep.
I have my
That is
curtain
incorrect.
blacked out and everything. Yeah, but for the sake of the story, we need a night light, even though we're grown adults. All right. Taking a few steps toward the light switch, Mingyu calls out your name, obviously not receiving an answer. The second his finger turns the lights on, the whole place lit up with fairy lights hanging from the ceiling. When Mingyu looks at you, his jaw drops at how stunning and stupidly hot you look, which makes you smile satisfied. Oh, okay. I'm reading ahead a little bit just to be safe. Okay. You're wearing a mini red skirt and with
Situation now.
what? With what?
Children have left, and we are now in an adult situation.
Yeah, okay.
This is scary.
You're wearing a red miniskirt with white fluffy edges that matches with your tank top and your Santa beanie, along with thigh-high
Santa
black
beanie.
boots and gloves
Yeah.
adorning your hands. There's also a string of fairy lights around your body and a candy cane in your oh.
What? I don't want to know. And also not hygienic.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's in your mouth, not anywhere else.
Thought we were having like a, the Lizzo situation with the bananas.
Yeah, a little bit.
For a second.
Whew.
Okay, that's better.
You're on your knees on the bed with candy. I
Okay.
knocked something off my desk with candy cane in your mouth. Okay, this was rated PG. I was told. Surprise! You say with a little difficulty due to the candy. Mingyu hasn't moved since he laid eyes on you, afraid he will wake up at any moment now. You tilt your head a little to the side, candy falling from your lips so you could talk to him better. Mingyu? It takes a few seconds for Mingyu to recompose himself, and he finally closes his mouth, now rubbing his face with both of his hands. Oh, this is real, he thinks to himself.
You just now realized. Are you there? No! It was just getting good! We missed it! You have to go back. You froze. I didn't get all of that.
Wait, where did I freeze?
Now it's an audio situation.
Where did I
just
freeze?
go where you like after he collected himself. Go back there. No.
Okay. Takes a few seconds for Mingyu to recompose.
Sorry. You're probably more delayed now.
Okay.
So just keep
You're
going.
unfrozen now. I can see you again.
Just keep going.
Okay. It takes a few seconds for Mingyu to recompose himself and finally closes his mouth, rubbing his face with both of his hands. Oh, this is real, he thinks to himself. Baby, what? How? When did you? Yep, you broke him. You laugh at his reaction, finally untangling yourself and standing up to walk towards him. Oh my. Oh, okay. This is the end. Well, isn't Santa going to take care of his Mrs. Claus?
That's like the end. We'll leave the rest to the imagination.
No, you pull your hands.
Oh, no, there's more.
Your hands pull him closer by his belt, smiling while you bite your lips. Now it's his turn to laugh. Oh no! I read the last line. Oh no! Oh no!
I know. What is this relationship? We should be married by now at this point.
Hang on a second.
Compose yourself,
read the last line. I'll read the last line. this is all innuendo. Just this is very PG-13 right now. Very, very at the high end of PG-13.
Off
Okay.
the stream.
Yeah. ... I've got a huge North Pole and big snowballs for her as a Christmas
No!
gift.
Oh God. Her English is fine. What is she
The
talking
end.
about? She got innuendos all over the
The
place.
end. Okay, that was all right. Mingyu, you are so smooth. All right.
What did they?
These are
people in
these are the
Christmas.
innocent.
Why is
These
Christmas
are
so
the
sexy?
innocent stories that I found.
Why
These
is
are the
Halloween
innocent
less
Christmas
sexy?
stories that I found.
Halloween should
Why
be
I know, dude. We
rain.
got lost in a haunted house with Vernon. It was so cute and innocent.
Yeah, he had to tie.
And here we are.
I had to tie my shoe. Someone had to tie their shoe. It was very cute. And
yeah, you had to tie your shoe, and your friends ran on ahead, and Vernon just got lost, and you ran in, and
there's snowballs.
the North Pole. Oh, that took me out. The candy cane. You're sitting all suggestively. I had hopes that would go in a wholesome direction.
I mean, the innuendo really pulled it in at the end. So like.
Do you know how hard it is to read that? Okay, now we only have longer ones. So I guess we're gonna take a poll with. These are some longer fan fiction, so I don't know how long it'll take to get through these. So I'll read who the pairing is and the description, and I will let you tell me what sounds best. Okay.
And we're on a delay. So it'll take a minute.
Yeah. So this one is called Not on My Watch. It is Woo Young and the Reader. It says, sometimes love blossoms, and other times it shoves other people out of the way to catch you underneath the mistletoe. Another one is it's called Last Christmas with Hongjun and the Reader. And it says, it's been a year, but I'm still not over you. And then there's one called Sweet Company with Namjoon and the Reader. It says, no one should ever have to spend the holidays alone. Coffee makes for better conversation than eggnog anyway.
I'm leaning towards number one. Oh, is there more? Okay.
Okay. There's one more. Okay. Secret Santa. It's also Hongjun in the Reader, and it says, Santa, I know it's supposed to be a secret, but I think he likes me.
Okay, that's cute.
So those are the choices.
Yeah. Is there 4 options? How many?
Okay, so Secret Santa or the mistletoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm between those.
There's 4.
Namjoon could be scary, because they really go hard with him. But this one could be cute. But I'm just concerned. They tend to go intensely with that one. But
wait.
Hello? You're frozen.
Okay. So Secret Santa or mistletoe?
I'm waiting for any commentary from everyone else. I like both. Both sound nice. I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm delayed.
Both sound good.
Delay.
Pick one.
Delay.
This one is 3.5 thousand words. Brooke, you are our deciding factor, I guess.
Yeah. I'm good with 1 or 4.
They have a 500 word difference in length.
Woo Young. She says Woo Young.
Okay. Yeah. Woo Young. All right, we will read Woo Young. This one is called Not on My Watch. And I guess we did read a Hongjun one for Halloween, so we will go with Woo Young for this one. There are no warnings. Yeah, there are no warnings on this, so I am trusting that this one is clean. It is written by Remedy X on Tumblr. If you are a fan and would like to check out some more of their work, if this was the same person that wrote the Halloween ones, she did capture the personalities
it
of the
sounds like the
idols
same name.
better than I expected. Yeah, and they write the master list the same, so I think it's the same person. All right, get ready, sit down, get some tea. This is a long fan fiction. We got 3,000 words to go. Yes, ready. All right. You know, just because you have a crush on her doesn't mean you can't hold a normal conversation. Oh, that's just unrealistic. Let's be real. I quickly looked away from... Oh, I guess this is written in first person. So, I as in Woo Young. That's what it's sounding like so far.
Oh.
I quickly looked away from your name. Yeah. I quickly looked away from your name and searched your name for role-playing purposes, as if being caught was something physically painful. My eyes lifting to meet Sunghwa's across the table. I toyed with one of the open packages of chips on the snack bar, hoping that it looked natural enough to save me some embarrassment. I know, I said haughtily, rolling my eyes. Then why don't you go talk to her rather than sitting here and trying and failing not to look like a total creep? I'm not being a creep. You are, and the fact that you even have to deny it to begin with speaks volumes, Songhwa muttered, snatching a bottle of water. What would I even talk to her about? She works in a completely different department than you and I. Who said it had to be anything relating to work? I rubbed the back of my neck. While he was right, I didn't know how to explain to Songhwa that I didn't know what to talk about if it wasn't related to work. Just the thought was so ridiculous. I wasn't normally so shy, but something about your name threw me off my game. It was like suddenly I didn't know what to say, or I was afraid to say something that would probably put her off. I had known her for years, but outside of work, I'd only seen her a handful of times. The first time being the celebratory dinner on closing a large account by several departments had been collaborating on.
Are we
It
bankers?
was the first time I don't know. That's not been made clear yet. It was the first time I had seen her in a non-work setting, and if I was being honest, the moment I started developing more than just feelings one would share among coworkers. She had come to find me after noticing Hongjun passed out on one of the back tables after drinking too much. Oh, Hongjun.
Well, dang. That's very not typical of him, but it's okay.
That's not... Yeah, I mean, he's allowed to cut loose every now and then.
Yeah, we're hardworking people doing something. An unknown job.
Yeah. While not the first time we had spoken one-on-one, it felt like it was. I remembered how concerned she was and what she was wearing. I remember how soft her hair looked and how I was dying to brush the little bit away from her flushed cheeks. The entire conversation wasn't anything special, but a part of me was shook to the core. I couldn't help but smile back every time. I know. I couldn't help but smile back every time she would, or the way my heart would pound harder at every coincidental brush of her arm against mine. Oh, he's down bad. Yeah. I didn't even realize it was happening. I denied it, especially when Songhwa started noticing how I would purposefully go out of my way just to see her. It wasn't until seeing her work so closely with Hyosung, which wasn't an unusual occurrence, that I had to admit to myself that it was more than just respect or appreciation for her work. I was jealous. You don't say.
You don't say.
Hi. Yeah. Well, Hyosung, I mean, he does seem like the kind that could come in and steal your girl. That's fair. He's like the one you're not expecting to, but the one that does. Yeah.
The dark horse, if you will.
Hi, Sunghwa. Hi, Woo Young. The sound of my name jerked me out of my thoughts. I hadn't even noticed her cross the room. She was dressed in a turtleneck sweater and loose skirt over a pair of warm leggings. Cute. She always looked cute.
Cute.
Yes.
So cute.
I could feel Songhwa staring holes into me, probably waiting for me to say something, but my tongue was too thick in my mouth and all the words left me. Her smile turned to a nervous one as the silence dragged on. I could have kicked myself for making things so awkward. Hey, Songhwa finally broke the tension. I'd have to remind myself to thank him later, and as his attention turned to him. On one hand, I wish I hadn't. I wanted her to look at me, and only me. Craved it, as a matter of fact. But being at the receiving end of her undivided attention was also intense. It felt like I could combust at any time those eyes met mine. I could hardly function to think, let alone talk sometimes. We don't usually see you in our neck of the woods, Seonghwa chuckled. What brings you here? Well, a friend of mine rented out an event venue for this weekend, kind of a Christmas get-together type thing. There are quite a few people from the office going, and I wanted to make sure you got the invite. We're so social.
How sweet.
We're so nice. So nice.
Social butterfly.
Making sure Woo Young. I know, making sure Woo Young is included.
Yeah.
And Seonghwa,
Yeah.
but we're probably asking for
and
Woo
Yosung.
Young. We probably know what's up. Yeah, Yosung, he'll definitely be there. We need a nice love triangle thing going on.
It's more like a square at this point. It's a love square.
Yes. Well, Seonghwa's just being a bro.
He's just there.
Yeah. We'll be there, I blurted before Seonghwa could manage to say anything else. Very smooth. I couldn't take the chance of him potentially rejecting her invite. Not that I thought he would, but better safe than sorry. The radiant smile was back, her eyes meeting mine. Great. Her name being called made her look over her shoulder. Yosung, waving her over as he held up a file. She visibly perked up, head turning to Seonghwa and I again. I'll text you the address and time. See you this weekend. Woo Young's making moves. I could feel any confidence I might have had shatter when she practically skipped over to Yosung. Ugh, Yosung, you're a lifesaver, she sighed, beaming up at him. I couldn't help but watch them. Back to square one. Observing, much like I had been before your name had come over. In my internal grievances of wondering why I couldn't get her to smile at me like that, the realization of what had just happened clicked. She invited me to a party. Well, us, I suppose, but I was included. That meant she didn't, at least, dislike me. The sliver of hope that sparked was slight, but it was there, and it was enough for me to fall down the rabbit hole of whether that lack of dislike could actually be like. But then, did that mean she liked me as a coworker or a friend?
Man, he's gotta
or maybe
get out
more
of his
than
head.
that?
This is too much.
I know, he just
Stop thinking so much. Maybe that's why I'm not into you.
Yeah.
He was up.
Yeah, Yosung doesn't think, he just does. That's the difference that I'm getting. Why does bro sound like such a loser? I know, Woo Young's usually like he's very confident,
spunky.
but
he's not like this.
Yeah, but I mean, he must be really down bad if he's like this, you know.
Yeah, he's going through some stuff or something.
Yeah, I shook that possibility away. No, she invited me and Seonghwa. Getting my hopes up at this point would do more harm than good. I should just accept it as face value. I can almost see the cogs turning. Seonghwa rolled his eyes. She wouldn't have gone out of her way to ask us to go if she didn't want you there. There's the voice of reason.
Finally.
Yes. Finally.
The father figure has entered.
Yes.
Entered the story.
Yeah, but do you think it's just because we work together? What if she only asked us to be nice? Guess you'll never know unless you ask, he shrugged, spinning around.
Seriously, bro. Oh. Lori, come back.
Arms,
You're
but
gone.
he can't actually.
We missed that. You went to another dimension.
It had grown long, the awkward length of tickling the nape more often than not. I should probably consider cutting it, but since your name complimented it, I've been hesitant to do so. Oh no.
Oh, whoa, you're going super fast. Okay.
I
think you caught up.
Did I? Am I back?
Yeah, we missed. Can you, like, summarize what happened between...
No, I see you just fine.
Well, now you're, like, delayed.
Yeah. Am
like
I
talking
back
to
yet?
someone in the past.
Am I back?
You are.
Am I back yet?
Yes.
Am I back yet?
Where are you? Like,
I have so much story left. I have so much.
I'm so confused. Where are you, Lori? Where'd you go? Now you're just frozen. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Brooke, because I don't know what she's talking about or where she is. Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. We are taking a brief interlude to let Lori come back. There she is.
I refreshed. Am I back now?
You're better. Yeah,
okay,
you're much
don't
better
ask me
now.
why that happened. I could see and hear everything.
Well, I was talking to you and you were like in a weird other time zone or something.
I saw you talking to me. I heard you talking to me and I just couldn't do anything about it. Anyways.
Okay.
So he had his hair was a little long. That was where I left off. Okay. You're hopeless, Sunghwa chuckled. If I were you, I would have asked her out already. I can't. That would make things awkward if she didn't feel the same way. You make things awkward anyway. I mean, clearly.
Yeah. This man
what do you want me? It's too much. What do you want me to do then, huh? I refuse to ask her out while we're at work, but other than that, we never see each other. He turned back around just enough to look at me. One eyebrow raised in a smug grin, lifting the edges of his lips. You're seeing her this weekend, aren't you? He's being such a bro.
Yeah, he's trying.
Hang on, there's a word I don't know. I blanched. What?
Blanched?
I don't know what that word is.
That's a food term where you blanch vegetables. I don't know how it's used in this case.
Well, Woo Young did that.
That's used for food storage?
Shaking my head violently as I caught on to what he was insinuating. No way. It's probably the only opportunity you'll get for the foreseeable future. And if I'm being honest, I'm tired of watching you simp over her from behind your computer screen.
Seriously.
Yeah, call him out. Call him out. He looks like the simp he is. Truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I deflated, sinking a little lower into my seat. I could feel my bottom lip jut out in a pout from embarrassment. Although, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. Sunghwa was always observant, and according to him, I was never really subtle about it either. I can't, I murmured, already feeling the nervousness in my gut as just the thought. You can and you will. Otherwise, I will. Oh, he put out a challenge.
Love square.
I love how you just had that ready. Where did that come from?
I did an unboxing here and I just left them.
Oh, perfect. Yes, we can have visual aids. He does. He looks too cool for the story.
Yeah, this is not his character at all.
No, but that is Sunghwa. Oh, man, if only I had one of my Yo songs down here. I have some Yo songs upstairs.
I have one. I need to find him.
All right.
There he is.
Yes, he's over there. Mr. Coming to steal your girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Steal your girl.
All right. His back turned again, signaling the end of our conversation. The only noise settling between us being the clack of his keyboard, while I was left with rampant thoughts. My eyes drifted over to the calendar hanging on the nearby wall. Wednesday. I at least had 2 or 3 days to figure out how I was going to do this, or get out of it.
Be a normal human being for the
Just be a normal human being. Ask her on a date.
Seriously.
All right, now we have a time jump here. This was a bad idea. Sunghwa handed his keys off to a valet, thanking them before glancing at me out of the corner of his eye. We haven't even gone inside yet. I stared at the doors in front of me. Your Name's friend had rented out a karaoke bar for the evening for the party.
Ooh, nice. That's fun. That's
nice.
A good time.
Nice. I like it.
I approve.
Mm-hmm. The number of people I could see through the glass loitering about the main floor wasn't a lot, but certainly more than I had been expecting. Sunghwa's hand fell onto my shoulders, giving me a reassuring squeeze before forcing my feet to move towards the entrance. The closer we came, the more reluctant I was to go in. There would be no going back if I did. Sunghwa made it clear on the way over that your name would know my feelings by the end of the night. And though I tried my best to come to terms with it the past couple of days, I'd be lying if I said I was any closer to being ready. I was worried about rejection, but more than that, I was worried how it would affect the little relationship we had if she knew. Would she start avoiding me?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. Or maybe she does.
Because
he said, yeah, but he's been really obvious about it. So maybe she does.
Or she just thinks he hates her because he's acting so strange whenever she comes back.
Maybe. Would she start avoiding me? Would it make things weird between us? Or worse, would she feel bad about not reciprocating and feel like she needs to overcompensate to make things normal between us so it didn't become awkward? Theory after theory was popping up the more I thought about it, and none of them were exactly desirable. I mean, there could also be that she likes you, and everything works out.
It is an option.
That's an option that didn't cross his head.
Try.
Yeah. The blast of warm air and pounding music from the building had my feet halting just inside the threshold. Sunghwa's grip was no longer able to guide me as I froze. He paused alongside me, concern filling his gaze when he looked at me. The demand to leave now was on the verge of spewing out of me until someone else found us. I wonder who it could be.
Who is it?
Hey, you came!
Oh wait, is it me?
The sound of her voice made me jump, nearly giving myself a whiplash as I scanned the crowd around us to find her. She was easily navigating her way through the crowd, bright smile in place as usual. She was dressed in a really cute white sweater dress, black tights hugging her legs to keep them warm in the season's weather, and lips outlined in a soft shade of pink lipstick. She was beautiful. She was always beautiful. I could feel my words seizing up again upon her approach. They need to say something. There, but not forthcoming. We made it, Sunghwa answered for the both of us, accepting her hug as soon as she was close enough. Things looked to be in full swing. I know, he's putting up the challenge. Like, come on, Woo Young.
Good for him.
You'll hug her,
good for him.
I will. Yeah, good for him. Yeah. Honestly, Sunghwa can have her. All right. Don't worry, she laughed to be over her by the music. You're not late. Everyone just decided to show up early. Hi, Woo Young. She's going for that attention. She's trying to help him out, I guess. She knows. My heart jolted at hearing my name. It rolled off her tongue so easily that I couldn't help the blush of blood pooling in my cheeks. She extended her hugs to me, pulling me in with no hesitation, serving only to make my blood run hotter. She smelled like vanilla, exactly like the candle I had back at home because it reminded me of her. Oh my gosh.
What?
This is...
That's a little scary.
Maybe I'm Team Sunghwa.
Sunghwa. This man's like a serial killer vibe.
I know, just a little bit. Okay.
That smells like you at home.
I was disappointed when she let go, but the feeling didn't last long. Her radiance filled the room, and an impatient motion for us to follow. This way, most of the people are in the other room. Follow me. I know, weird. Being so close to the holidays, the entire place was decked out in Christmas cheer. Various strands of garland along the walls, adorning tables, lights strung up overhead with some synced to the music, blaring through the speakers and blinking in tune. A tree shoved into one corner, littered with bulbs written on by customers explaining what they were thankful for. I was more focused on taking the room around me than I was your name. Taking Sunghwa's advice for once and trying not to look like a total weirdo for just staring at her, even if I was dying to insert myself into their conversation. I was so envious of Sunghwa's ability to converse with her so easily. I hated how shy I became around her. Super shy.
Yeah, that came up earlier. I was silently singing it.
Oh, you were? Okay. Yeah. Especially when she put so much effort into trying to talk to me. I was just glad my lack of etiquette around her didn't completely turn her off. She still made an effort.
Oh no.
Only God knows why, really.
There.
Maybe my determination to keep my attention off of her clued me in at first. Yeah, I mean, you gotta pay her some attention at some point, or else she's gonna lose interest.
That's another.
Although, if I were being
song.
honest, I was doing a terrible job at not focusing on her and Seonghwa together.
You're delayed.
But yeah, oh yeah, it is. Just yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know the words.
Just keep reading.
Oh, okay. I was doing a terrible job at not focusing on her and Seonghwa together. If I had, I might have had time to warn Seonghwa. By the time I realized what the small branch-like plant hanging above the doorway in the next room was. I just said, there's mistletoe.
Okay.
And she's standing under it with Seonghwa.
Thank God. I like him better in this.
Your name and Seonghwa were 2 steps away from it. He's very smooth.
He's coming in. Look at him.
My panic over what it was, coupled with the fact that Seonghwa and Your Name were about to be the 2 under it, had my body moving faster than any logical means of warning him. I lunged forward, my palms meeting Seonghwa's back hard enough to send him stumbling and nearly falling face first into the floor. Man, Wooyoung is not.
He's attacking.
He's not taking this well. He is not smooth. This was assault. In a public place over mistletoe. Alright. Barely managing to escape it by grabbing a hold of the nearest person, who happened to be another coworker of ours. The suddenness of it all startling him. Oh, you're just prepared. Hi Mom, you're on camera. Yeah.
Congratulations.
She brought me some tea. If I had known she was coming, I would have turned off the camera for her, but she decided to just be on camera, I guess. Anyways, the suddenness of it all startling him. One hand latching onto Seonghwa's arm at the last second. So, being a bro, catching Seonghwa. Yeah. Wooyoung, what the heck? Seonghwa growled, turning back to the 2 of us. I looked up from him to Your Name, who stared at me in as much surprise as everyone else. I cleared my throat, mumbling an apology, averting my gaze from the eyes on me. I pointed up, letting them follow my finger. I didn't want you 2 to have to. You know. Can't have that. Seonghwa's expression went scarily blank while burst into laughter. Your Name covered her mouth with one hand, trying to hide her amusement. Although, by the way her eyes crinkled, I could tell she was at least smiling. Well, it didn't do you much good, forced out between fits of laughter, trying to catch his breath. You 2 are stuck under it now. Oh, what a happy accident. Could feel the warmth in my cheeks again. It was possible it never left from the hug I shared with Your Name earlier. Either way, the heat brought with it a redness I knew was impossible to hide. He's right. That means you share a kiss. Hongjun grinned wickedly. He's probably out in the corner getting trashed again. Having to come over to see what was going on. No. I shook my head. Rules are rules, Seonghwa stated, waiting until I looked at him at him to motion as subtly as I possibly could towards her. No, that wasn't my intention. I was just, and then I don't mind. Your Name slipped in there with that.
I mind.
No, I thought she probably did have a crush on him. The quiet, nonchalant tone had the start of my rambling coming to a screeching halt. I whipped my head around to look at Your Name again, smile back in place as she shrugged. It's only a kiss. Besides, I've always had a crush on you, Wooyoung.
Wow. Whoa,
that was very direct. That was very direct.
I mean, it's about time someone was.
I nearly bonked this off the desk from shock.
Okay.
The loud hoots and hollers around us were nothing compared to the harsh pounding of my heart inside of my rib cage as I stared at her. Her words taking longer than they should have to penetrate the disbelief I felt. You what? The amusement was back.
Whoa.
Perfect pink lips pressing together to keep her laughter at bay. I like you.
Wait.
You do?
Oh, they haven't kissed yet.
Yes?
This is very prolonged.
Are you sure? She rolled her eyes playfully. Woo-young, there's only so many ways I can say it. Sorry.
Seriously.
Her smile was back, but different this time. It was softer, reminiscent of the fondness like one would show to their lover. She looked at me as if she adored me. Don't apologize. Just kiss me.
Yeah.
All right. You have to get the message across somehow. The invitation broke the shackles she had on me. The shyness and the shackles.
Okay. Like
I know.
The
The shyness and hesitance I always seem to have around her melting away. I wrapped my arm around her waist. Loving the contrast of my dark sleeve against the creamy white of her sweater dress. I tuned everyone out, not interested in hearing any jabs against my coworkers who were well aware of how long I'd been pining after her. She threw her arms around my neck, pressing herself close to me before eagerly connecting our lips. If I thought...
There's like
Legos. Yeah.
or Legos. Legos is better.
If I thought the shade of her pink lipstick was pretty, the taste was delectable. Okay, that's a little... I don't think lipstick tastes good. But that's just...
If it's like the juicy fruit flavors.
Yeah, like that's lip gloss. Lipstick is like... Nah.
I assume this is a grown woman who is wearing normal makeup, though.
Yeah. I tilted my head. Huh?
Unless she has some lip smackers on her, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I have, like, scented lip balm still. But that's not lipstick. That's, like, chapstick. I tilted my head, deepening the kiss for more. In the back of my mind, I had to remind myself to keep it relatively tame. I waited a long time for her, a couple hours more until we could find some time to ourselves without the many pairs of eyes. It was was nothing I couldn't handle. Reluctantly, I pulled away, unable to keep the smile, unable to keep from smiling like an idiot when she looked up at me. I like you too, I murmured, hoping it didn't come off cheap after kissing her. She giggled, casting a look out of the corner of her eye. I know.
We have.
What did you? We're reading fan fiction. You joined at the end of the story
also,
where he finally kisses the girl.
Slimy cheesecake.
That's great.
Perfect for slimy cheesecake.
Yeah, but Seonghwa was the one. She was told ahead of time. Seonghwa was being a bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Woo-young who we're talking about.
Yeah, this is Woo-young. Woo-young it's being written in the first person for him.
He finally got over his shyness.
He finally got over it. And now he kissed her way too good. He's like, we gotta get out of here. Like, we gotta kiss you some more privately.
A room.
He did what? I sputtered, whirling around to face him. It took all of 2 seconds for Seonghwa to hear that and started hightailing it out of the crowd of people to get away. I made to go after him, but was quickly deterred when your name grabbed hold of my arm, tugging me in the opposite direction. Don't be upset with him. I might have asked him first, she laughed. Let's go get our karaoke on.
Oh, that's a shift in mood. Okay. We'll express ourselves through song.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't find any Luna fan fiction. There was very few relatively clean options
for Christmas.
So I found like I found 4 or 5 that weren't
extremely
degenerate.
Explicit.
Yes. And I wasn't trying to get our channel shut down by reading any of that. I let her pull me away. There was always later that I could give Sunghwa a piece of my mind. Hey, he did you a favor.
Awesome.
I guess I couldn't be too mad at him though. He was right to assume I most likely wouldn't have made the first move. But I still couldn't believe he ratted me out like that. I huffed, pretending to be a lot more annoyed than I actually was. But there was a lingering taste of peaches from Your Name's lipstick was sapping the fuel to my fire. The end.
That's an expression.
All right.
Fuel to my fire. Okay.
Well, that was quite the journey we went on. Yeah. Shall I read the Hongjun Secret Santa
Honestly,
one
yeah.
now?
We have.
All right, we have time. I made it through that. I read well. That was 3,000 words.
Speed reader over here.
I know. Where's the Luna Five Nights at Freddy's crossover? I'm sure it exists.
Everything exists. Everything exists.
I found some, since I said at the beginning, the very first fanfiction that I pulled up was water sports.
If you understand
I didn't read that.
If you don't,
I was like, how are we getting water sports in Christmas? Like, where does that? Yeah. How does that cross?
Look it up if you're not familiar with the term.
I didn't want to know. And then what was it? Puppy hybrids was the other thing that disturbed me, and
festive Christmas. Inserted objects into things
for males. Yeah.
Males could also
I mean females too, but it was a male that was doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Christmas tree that was the right size to go in somewhere. Yeah. I learned all this from the tags. I didn't even have to read. The tags were quite descriptive. All right, but we're gonna read one.
Avoided that.
Yeah, we're gonna read one about a Secret Santa. This is, I know, right? It's probably like all like pokey and stuff or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't want that there. Never. A regular one sounds awful in its own right.
I've heard horror stories of those too. I don't know.
I've legitimately heard of one that sent somebody to the hospital.
Have you heard about? Oh, because there was one of someone who was on a plane using one, and they had to ask for assistance, and they had to ask an old lady if she had it.
Hey, your mic went out just then at the end.
Okay.
As soon as you were saying the punchline.
Okay. Well, they had to ask an old lady or I guess they asked the general crowd of the plane if they had anything to lubricate the situation, and an old lady did have some. And they managed to extract the item, but yeah, don't wear those on planes. Apparently, there's something about the pressure differences. It messes you up. It's just a normal one. I can't imagine a Christmas tree.
No, you would need so much to get it in and out. Okay, I gotta stop. All right, let me take a break. I have my nice Christmas
Use these objects responsibly and not on planes.
Not on airplanes. No. I mean, better yet, just leave them in your fan fiction. I guess that seems like the way to
people live, Lori.
But it seems like very easy to get injured with those. Anyway.
Yeah.
So this one is Secret Santa. It involves Hongjun and you. So that is the pairing. Yeah. It says, Santa, I know it's supposed to be a secret, but I think he likes me. So I think this one is reading from your perspective.
The other one was kind of confusing.
Yeah, because I was reading
I'm not used to that.
I'm from Wuya. Yeah, usually you like as in your name and doing that, but we made it work. All right. Vanessa, he hates me, and you thought it would be a good idea to rig the drawing so we would end up with each other. I leaned against the vending machine, phone in one hand, fiddling with the charm on my favorite bracelet, while the other complaining to my college bestie over last night's Secret Santa debacle. He doesn't hate Vanessa? You. He's just, Vanessa is your friend. Yeah, that's what I'm getting so far. He's just awkward and quiet. I watched as Vanessa sighed, flopping back on her cozy queen bed. Bed sounded exactly like where I should have been. If I didn't have a mandatory 8 a.m., I wouldn't even be on campus right now.
Oh, gosh.
Especially with me. With everyone. He's really nice, I promise. He's just awkward. All right.
So was William.
Yeah, this is a pattern of the men that we're reading about today.
You just gotta unleash the shackles and set them free from the bounds of shyness.
Yeah. I huffed, releasing the charm to cross my arms as I leaned my head against the machine. The yearly exchange was a tradition among our small friend group. Usually I'd have no issue picking gifts for whoever I ended up drawing. But this year, with Vanessa's new boyfriend in the picture and his own friend group joining the fray, I had hoped I wouldn't get stuck with one of them, precisely because I didn't know them well enough to be handing out gifts to them. Unfortunately, my luck was not on my side, or I guess luck wouldn't have even been the correct term. Vanessa had literally made sure Hongjun and I would draw each other's names for the exchange. Okay, well, let's say I believe you. That doesn't help me pick a good gift for him. I barely know the guy. So get to know him. I don't know why you're making it such a big fuss about this. You can't make friends with anyone. You can make friends with anyone. Hongjun isn't any different. I mean, Hongjun's a little different.
A little different.
He's a very unique individual. Very cool and intimidating, but unique.
I feel like there's generic gifts you can get.
Yeah, like
that'll work. Yeah, get him a light up Christmas tree.
Get him a light up Christmas tree.
Don't stick it anywhere.
Don't put it don't get any ideas. This is gonna have to be like whack him with the head instead of putting it anywhere. Let's see.
Just for decoration.
Just for decoration, and for cheering, I guess. Yeah. We were the cool people at the table. We were the only ones that had light up Christmas trees, and other grown-ups are coming to our table, asking where we got them, and we said we won the scavenger hunt. Yeah. So now we have them. I was on the verge of throttling her. If we had been in the same room, I probably would have. Movement out of the corner of my eye caught my attention. My head turning to see the man himself there, eyes down, head ducked as he saw me. Vanessa, I gotta go, I said hurriedly, ending the face call before pocketing my phone. Hey! Hongjun glanced up at me for half a second before quickly looking away again. Hey, he murmured quietly. Yeah, hey, I'm trying to be nice and mysterious, I guess, but I'm across looking quite
secretive
awkward.
Boy. Yeah.
He made active effort not to meet my eyes. This is basically Woo Young from the last story. That's clearly what I'm getting. He doesn't know how to talk to her. His focus landing on the vending machines I was leaning against. Figuring out that must be the reason he was here, I pushed off of it, letting him move in front of it to browse better. He was quiet, not that I really expected anything different. He's always been quiet around me, although Vanessa had told me otherwise when he was around the rest of his friend group. So maybe it was just a me thing. He just didn't like me, but I refused that possibility for being the reason he ended up with a crappy Secret Santa gift this year. So, I know this is kind of against the rules of Secret Santa, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't struggling a little bit. Alright, I guess
she ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, she ruined the whole thing, but I mean, yeah, how else do you figure out what he wants? I tried to keep the mood light. Hongjun didn't react, simply pushed the buttons for his choice of beverage. I laughed nervously, my fingers finding the charm on my bracelet unconsciously, a nervous habit of mine. Anyway, I drew your name, and since we don't know each other all that well, I'd hate to get you something you wouldn't like. I was wondering if you could point me in the right direction. He finally turned to me, brown eyes flickering to my wrist before slowly lifting to my face. I think I know what he's gonna get her. Hongjun was a good-looking guy. It didn't escape me that he was relatively popular with women. Unfortunately for the fan club he amassed around the university, he never gave them the time of day. Oh, he has a legitimate fan club. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or any woman, really. For a young man, he was uncharacteristically squeaky clean when it came to his love life, or so the rumors circulating, or so were the rumors circulating. Thought. He was just so quiet and shy. The handful of interactions we had ended with him leaving as soon as he could, and unable to meet my eyes straight on. Hence my thought that he didn't just care to interact with me, which sucked, but I had made an effort after noticing the first few times how uncomfortable I made him when I tried to avoid him when I could. But sometimes I just couldn't escape him, like when my best friend purposely brings us together. He popped his drink open, watching it bubble for a second as he thought about my question. Records. Records? He nodded, taking a sip of his with his eyes wandered back to me.
Like musical records?
Like the vinyl type of records? He nodded again. I didn't really know what I was expecting him to say, but I could honestly agree with that myself if I had gone in blind. Records wouldn't have been something I would have come up with on my own. Regardless of how unusual it was, I was grateful for the help. Okay, awesome. Any particular genre or... No, anything is fine.
No, that's horrible. Don't do that.
I know, that's like the worst. I deflated a little.
Good luck.
Get some Taylor Swift.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. I was like, honestly,
she has records. Yeah.
She does.
Okay, so still flying, at least partially blind, but I had a direction, which was more than I had 5 minutes ago. Assuming the conversation was over, Hongjun turned with his drink, headed back the way he came from. Wait! He paused, seeming surprised I had called out to him, eyes flickering back to me nervously as if he had reset a conversation from a few seconds ago, as if it had never happened. Sorry, I just thought it would only be fair if I gave you some help since you drew my name, too. He shook his head as if telling me not to bother. I already know what I'm getting you. Oh, okay, cool. I think I know what it is.
Yeah, same.
I was taken aback, my mouth snapping shut as I looked at him confused. You already know? He hummed.
Yeah, because he's insightful.
Seeing you helped me decide. I didn't really know how to respond to that, but I guess it didn't matter because Hongjun didn't stick around for it anyway.
Yeah, I saw you. I'll get you trash because you look like trash.
No, just get like a trash bag so you can go in it. Yeah. Maybe a dumpster for added effect.
Yeah. Yeah, like a rolling garbage can. There you go. Jump in.
He already knows what he's getting you. Vanessa gargled out a large mouthful of toothpaste. Yeah, Ew. And he said, seeing you helped me decide. Is that not creepy? She ducked out of view, popping long enough to rinse out her mouth, popping back up to look at me. I mean, it's a little cryptic, but I wouldn't say it was creepy. He's supposed to be buying you a gift. I rolled onto my back under the mattress, staring up at the bare ceiling. It's not that. It's the way he said it just sounded off. Well, the good news is that you got him his gift. Yeah, I sighed. It had taken me about an hour and a half earlier today to pick out a stack of records for him. A stack, girl. This is Secret Santa. This is not.
One would suffice.
Yeah, just one. That's all you need. The shop I had gone to had a fantastic deal with the holidays being so close, so I bought probably more than was necessary.
One.
Yeah, something like that. But I wanted a variety. Something in the stack I had bought has to interest him. I was short of it.
Honestly, I would probably do the same. I would have backups.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I don't know. I would just go with one because I'm
like I wouldn't give him all.
I don't
but, like,
know
if
you.
Like, if he visibly doesn't like it, then I'll be like, wait, there's more, and then I'll just sign.
All right, that's smooth. What I don't get is why you couldn't have asked San for me. Asked me what?
Yeah.
The new voice scared me half to death, a partial scream ripping its way out of my throat as I jerked myself up off the bedspread. My eyes met San, who was looking just as terrified as I felt.
Look at him.
San, what are you doing here? He pointed in the direction of the bathroom just as Vanessa walked out. Vanessa messaged me, says you needed a ride home. Wait, what? What? I'm confused, as is the person. Yeah, okay, San is there. Hi, San.
I don't have a Hongjun, so.
Oh, dang it. I had planned on going home. In fact, I was pretty sure we had scheduled for me to be staying over tonight. I turned to her, not terribly surprised to find her already next to me. Look, I had this plan in case you still needed help getting to know so you could buy him a gift. Don't hate me. What are you... Yeah, although I didn't drive myself, but Hongjun said he was cool with taking you home. Wait, what?
Who's talking right now?
Hongjun is
talking
taking...
to?
I didn't... San said that. Yeah,
Oh.
so San and Hongjun are going to take me home, I guess. Good. That's a nice San photo card you got there.
Yes, thank you.
Unaware of his plan that his very own girlfriend had hatched, Hongjun, as if the sound of his name
is
summoned
Vanessa
him.
dating San? Is that what's happening?
Yes, that's what's happening.
Okay.
The sound of his name summoned him as he peered around San. Beanie pulled over his head and hands shoved into a thick coat as he surveyed the room. Even better, Vanessa said excitedly. That gives San and I more time together. Your name, I'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not San and Hongjun. It's just Hongjun. San just announced it. So that's what's going on. So Hongjun's driving me home.
So
this can only go well.
Where are we?
We're going home. We're at Vanessa's house.
Oh. I thought we were at college.
We're at Vanessa's house.
No,
we went to Vanessa's house. And we're going home now. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Sounds good.
I looked at her appalled. She was really going to kick me out just like that? I mumbled under my breath, dragging myself off the bed. I looked down at my pajamas that I had already changed into since the original plan was for the two of us. I'm explaining that right now.
Okay.
That I had already changed into since the original plan was for the two of us to watch movies tonight. Not appropriate for the weather outside, but I wasn't changing. I snatched my bag, making sure to kick the stack of records that I had bought earlier today a little further under the bed so Hongjun wouldn't see just in case. Let's just go, I sighed quietly to Hongjun on my way by. Well, that's not going to make the situation better if you're being, like, kind of rude.
I mean, we were going to watch movies and now we're, like, taking a trip. I don't know what the change of events
I guess I would be more mad at Vanessa in that situation than anybody else. Because she just wants to kick me out to hang out with San.
I guess.
Yeah.
How rude.
Okay. I didn't hear him following, but I assumed he was simply because he was the one who was supposed to be taking me home. You don't want to change first? Is there something wrong with the way I'm dressed? Well, no, it's cold outside. I pulled my hoodie over my head before turning to him, his eyes meeting mine normally for once without looking away so quickly. I'll live until we get back to my place. It was times like this when it genuinely sucked how far Vanessa's dorm was from my own. Okay, so you're in dorm rooms, different ones. Okay. So
I thought we lived together. I'm so lost and confused.
We were video chatting earlier. Now I went back to her place.
But she was just brushing her teeth. That's what. Oh, I guess she's at her house or her dorm now. So she was brushing her teeth.
Oh, she was talking to her. Okay, so that's what's going on.
Now we're going.
Yeah. I wouldn't say we were on opposite ends of the campus, but when the weather dropped like it does over the winter, it's miserable to walk in. The frigid temperatures upon exiting the building made me shiver. Part of me immediately regretted that I hadn't put on pants in the harsh wind whipping against my bare legs.
Shorts?
Shorts didn't cut it. Who wears shorts to bed in the winter?
Like pants.
I pajama shorts.
No.
Oh, okay.
No wonder he asked you to change. He's like, girl, you're gonna die.
I waited for Hongjun to take the lead, hoping he didn't park too far away, but he took the cue, leading me on his way by. I'm just a few spaces down. I nodded, following him, silently cursing Vanessa in my head for putting me in this awkward situation. Hongjun was quick to unlock the doors, opening the passenger side for me to jump in. Even the leather seats were freezing. The lingering warmth in the car from when he and San had been in it, my only saving grace. I turned to thank Hongjun and closed the door, but stopped when he stepped into the open space. He unzipped his coat, shrugging it off his shoulders before bending down to lean in the car over me. Here.
Aww.
So he's gonna fix your mistake because that was dumb on your part.
That was so dumb.
Yeah. I let him drape his coat over my legs. If my surprise was noticed, he didn't say anything. He made sure the fabric covered as much of me as possible before tucking the edges in under me.
You heathen.
Before I could
cover up.
Before I could comprehend exactly what was happening, he also pulled his beanie off his head, tugging it over mine and pulling it low to cover my ears and almost my eyes. A small smile formed on his lips as he looked at me and clicked my seatbelt into place. Well, he's just doing everything.
Are you a baby?
This is what it feels like. Am I in a car seat? Yeah. The sight of it's surreal, and I wondered if I had imagined it. I sat stunned into silence as he backed out.
Same, I would too. I'd be like, why you?
Yeah, like I'm not that incompetent. I can buckle my own seatbelt.
Thank you.
Yeah, my eyes following him as he quickly rounded the car. Let's get you home. Okay, I definitely wasn't imagining it. His smile was much brighter now, fingers working to turn the heater on full blast. He purposefully turned one of his own vents toward me, checking the direction before adjusting it a bit more until he was sure it was reaching me. Good? I have those heated seats too if you want to turn those on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I'm fine. Thanks. You've done more than enough, sir, at this point. You've done way more than enough.
Always accept heated seats.
I always accept heated seats.
Yeah.
Except in the summertime, then they suck.
No, but these are leather heated seats. Like, this boy's rich.
Oh,
he's in college. He has heated leather seats.
Where was the awkward guy I was used to seeing? This complete 180 was giving me whiplash. I'd heard from several people about how kind Hongjun really was, but I had never experienced it myself. I sat in the seat, my confusion pulling my lips into a frown. For me, this was so out of character for him. I really didn't know how to act around him now.
You don't
know
his
character. The silence in the car... the silence in the car was a bit tense. Out of the corner of my eye, Hongjun nodded along with the soft music playing through the speakers. The song was not one I recognized. Needing something to break the weird atmosphere, I shifted in my seat. I live in Bennett, by the way. He glanced at me, eyes quickly turning to the road. I know. San told me right before we got to Vanessa's. Oh, well... He would know, I guess. There had been many instances where San had driven me home, particularly when it was late at night and he and Vanessa both didn't want me to have to walk all the way back to my own dorm. Why doesn't Vanessa ever go to your place?
I know. Come on, girl.
So, any plans for the break? He looked shocked as I had asked, his cheeks tinting before he quickly looked away again. I might go back to my parents for a few days. You? Nah, I'm sticking around here this year. My parents booked a holiday vacation, so they'll be away anyway.
Without you?
That's literally what he asks. Without you? What terrible parents. Wow.
Well, she's going outside wearing shorts in the winter. I mean,
oh, true.
Can't really.
I told them to. It's their anniversary, and I always felt bad that I had to tag along growing up. Since going to college, I've made it a point to let them have that time. Sorry, I have to yawn. Have that time to themselves as much as possible. He was quiet, focused back on the streets in front of him, the familiar faint silhouette of my dormitory ahead of us. Good timing, too, because I didn't think my attempt at small talk was doing either of us any good. I pulled my attention from the windows and back to Hongjun as he cleared his throat. Well, I'll be around most of the break, you know, if you want to hang out or something. The whole visiting my parents thing was just a thought. I couldn't keep the smile from spreading on my face as he fumbled over his words, my laugh finally bubbling out of me as he parked in front of my building. It's okay, Hongjun. You don't have to feel like you have to keep me company, although I appreciate the thought. I pat his arm assuring him I was fine. I unlocked my seatbelt, working on untangling myself from his coat he had wrapped around me when he stopped me.
Maybe that's why she didn't do the seatbelt. Because she was like, bundled up. I can't.
Like a straitjacket, yeah.
Yes.
Wait, I have something for you. My brows furrowed as he reached into the back seat, him squeezing between the seats to shuffle a few items he had around back there, pressed his chest against my side, the sudden proximity flustering me. I attempted to subtly move over to give him more room. Luckily, he was quick to grab whatever it was before pulling himself back into his seat. I was going to wait until the exchange, but I don't want to give myself a chance to chicken out, so maybe alone is better. All right, he has more courage than Woo Young.
Yeah. At least.
I looked down at the small gift wrap box he held out. The clear wrap dusted with little white snowflakes. I took it hesitantly, looking up at him. Is this my Secret Santa present? He nodded.
This is also not how Secret Santa works.
I know, but he said he was going to chicken out, so he's doing it now. So I'll forgive it. The rosiness on his cheeks a bit darker. I'm sorry, but I have yours. I just left it at Vanessa's because I thought, hey, it's okay. I don't need mine right now. Well, because it wasn't the exchange. She didn't know he was gonna drop a Secret Santa.
That's true, but why are you leaving it at her house?
He chuckled. His smile resurfaced, and I realized I really liked his smile. My chest squeezed tighter, and my heart beat a little harder seeing it. It's okay. Really, I'd actually prefer if you'd opened it now. I huffed out a laugh, dropping my gaze from his before his blush became contagious. If he insisted, I'd oblige. A bit awkwardly, I pulled one loose end of the red ribbon tying the top of the bag. I was aware of Hongjun's eyes on me, making my movements all the more jittery. I peeked inside, noticing a blue velvet box on the bottom, like one you would get at a jewelry store. I think I was right. I think I know what she's getting.
Is it a charm?
I think so.
Tiffany's?
A
Is
whole
it a
new
marriage proposal?
A whole fear settling within me, hoping he didn't end up spending a bunch of money on me as I pulled it out. How much was this? Not as bad as you're thinking.
That.
I know, that's so awkward. Where are these people social
yeah.
skills?
Before you even open the gift, how much did you pay for this?
Yeah, this looks... Yeah, you bought him like 5 records. It's fine. You probably spent the same amount.
Yeah, probably.
Eyeing him like I didn't necessarily believed him. I popped open the lid. Inside sat a charm, but not just any charm. Oh, the last charm I needed for my astrology-themed bracelet.
Well,
this is fitting. This is fitting for us. We like astrology here.
I guess not that much though.
Yeah. We made you got me an astrology necklace with my signs on it.
Yeah. But it was your signs. It wasn't all the signs.
Yeah, it wasn't all the signs.
I have one too.
Well, also shout out our 17 astrology video, and we did a BTS one too. Did we film? Did we post that one?
Yeah, that one's out. And then
I think
we
so.
need to do ATs.
We should do an ATs astrology as well.
I don't know if we filmed.
We filmed the Blackpink one. We just never posted it.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like 3 years.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, we need to get back to doing that.
We should do another astrology video. Yeah. Anyways, it was I had the star in my zodiac sign, which was I had most recently acquired the sun, which was more expensive than I cared to admit. The beautifully crafted
this is a weird
crescent
bracelet.
Moon shimmered under the low lights of the street lamp outside. That's the one, right? You just needed the moon to complete the set? Yeah, it is, but how did you know? Hongjun looked proud of his decision now, tension leaving him as he leaned back into his seat. You always wear that bracelet. I figured it must be important to you. And I might have overheard you talking to Vanessa about it not too long ago. That's how I knew you needed the moon. I could feel myself almost getting emotional about it. No doubt, if I looked at him now, I would lose it, as I was barely keeping my tears at bay, as it was. Over a bracelet charm, okay.
Maybe it's a special
He was
bracelet.
right to assume that the bracelet... It is. I'm getting
okay.
The bracelet had meaning for me. It was a gift from my grandparents from when I was a teenager.
Aww.
But there's more if you hear me out. I pulled my eyes from the charm long enough to look at him. He was tense again, eyes quickly averting from mine when they met. The nervousness rolling off him in waves, and not helping my own to settle. Finally, he took a deep breath, letting it out slowly, turning to me. His hair fell over his forehead, the ends brushing over the tops of his lashes when he finally opened his eyes to look at me. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
I like you, your name, a lot.
Oh.
I know I've been terrible about showing it, but I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Well, actually, you just pulled a nice move.
I mean, that was solid move. Solid mood.
It was. Very good. I haven't had feelings like this for anyone else before, so I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. That was the last thing I wanted to do. It took me a second to understand what he was getting at, until I remembered the conversation Vanessa and I had back in her dorm room, right before they had walked in. You heard us back at the dorm? And the other day at the vending machines. I winced. Oh gosh, I was an idiot. But it's okay. Like I said, I haven't exactly made a good impression in the first place. Maybe if I weren't so shy or had experience with these kinds of things, I wouldn't have. I put my hand over his, effectively cutting him off as he looked down at where our hands met. Hongjun, I didn't mean for it to come out how it did. I thought I was the one making you uncomfortable anytime I was around. I'm sorry. He closed his mouth, nodding slowly. He looked away from our hands to the window, flushed cheeks spreading to the tips of his ears. He was cute. I couldn't deny it. So you like me, I hummed, unable to keep from teasing him. He chuckled dryly, shyly looking over at me. Yeah, I really do. His forwardness made me flustered. I shoved his shoulders playfully. You can't just outwardly say it like that. Why not?
Yes,
What's
you
wrong
can.
with that? He's being straightforward. That's how it should be.
Yeah, I'm like Wooyoung over there.
I know Wooyoung was a whole mess. He was a mess. He had to cause an assault before he finally did something right.
They were dating for 5 years and he still didn't know what was going on.
He couldn't handle her in a semi-sexy outfit. Yeah, okay. He laughed while my cheeks burned as hot as his had been. I fanned them, but what I really needed was the cold temperature outside to relieve some of the heat. Well, if that's true, you should text me sometime. You mean it? I wouldn't have asked you to if I didn't. I mean, or you could just hang out like adults. I tugged his coat off my legs, handing it to him, about to do the same with his beanie, but he pulled my wrist back down. Keep it. I can always come get it later.
Ooh. Whoa. He's smooth. He's way better than Wooyoung.
No, that was the thing. That was the thing that people did in high school, though, was instead of stealing jackets, they stole beanies.
Oh, I never did that. It was always hoodies.
Yeah. Okay, I whispered, tucking it back into place. Get inside quick, it's cold. Aww.
Yeah, and you're wearing shorts.
I shot him
in the dead of winter.
You're an idiot. I shot him a quick thank you, opening the door, and immediately regretting it as the wind whipped about my bare legs. I quickly gathered my things, wishing I could jump back into the warmth of his car, or the warmth of his arms, if you know what I mean. I added that, not the fanfiction.
You should write
I leaned down before... No. I leaned down before closing the door, smiling at him when he peered up at me. If you call me tonight, I'll let you take me out over the break. Oh, that's smooth. Okay.
That was better than expected.
His eyes widened in surprise, the expression making me giggle as I closed the door before he could reply. Behind me, I heard the window roll down. I turned just enough to see him lean over the seats, his handsome grin on display as he called after me. Do you think 5 minutes is enough for you to get up to your room? I'll run. What? Are they... What? That's the end. That was the end. I don't even know.
What does that even mean?
I
don't
really know.
Who is 5 minutes?
I don't know. Yeah. The end.
I assume
Merry Christmas.
They're hanging out later. Merry Christmas.
I guess. Or maybe he's gonna call her in 5 minutes. I don't know.
Oh, that was weird.
Maybe he needed her to put some pants on.
Seriously. Maybe he. I thought he was like gonna ask her to change and then they can go somewhere, but like that was.
Yeah.
I was confused. They can hang out.
Yeah. Well, he's just gonna call her that night so they can hang out over the break.
Just go up there.
Yeah.
Go better. Yeah.
I mean, let her put some pants on first so she doesn't get frostbite or anything. But that is our K-pop Christmas fan fiction reading.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope that it was satisfactory.
I like the first one the best. Did you have a favorite one?
The first one was so hard to read. You like it, but it's not you the one that's saying those words.
Hi,
Goth. Welcome to the chat.
We're about to end, but it's okay.
Yeah, the first one was so difficult to get that last line out. Oh my goodness. The North Pole and snowballs. I wasn't given that in the warning.
I applaud her. And she's not even a native speaker of English, and she pulled out some
but she pulled off that innuendo. That was perfect.
That was great.
Yeah. Maybe in the future, when we grow and maybe if we get like a Patreon or something, maybe I'll read some of the truly terrifying degenerate things that I see.
So fun, but
it's so hard to read. Like I can't.
Not safe for YouTube.
It's not safe for YouTube at all.
But it's
I
so
found
fun.
some truly horrifying things.
I'm still scarred by the S-Coops one. Do you remember that one?
I'm trying to forget. So the first time we read Halloween fanfiction when our channel was still pretty new, I was pre-reading them that time, and I came across this S-Coops one, and I read it out loud. I read as much out loud as I could, and it was horrific.
Yeah. We read it on our own time.
We react to a lot of songs, but we could probably do more on Patreon too if that's something that we do in the future.
Because there are some stuff we can't, like, there's some like more like intense songs like Hyuna and like those types of which I would like to react to. Like, there's some fun stuff like that. But YouTube probably would not be the best place for that. But there is some interesting stuff there. And I can also I'm
a big Hyuna fan.
Yeah, because I have some like song stuff that could be put there.
Yeah. We could do fun things, but that's something more in the future. For now, if you haven't seen it yet, Josie uploaded her reaction to Dino's Wait, which I think it was very good. Yeah, it's a great song. I was very, very impressed by it. Yeah. So if you guys would like to,
it was such a good debut.
So we want to hype it up as much as we can. And also something that we have coming out in the future. I guess we can talk about now, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it? Okay. So we made some YouTube friends. And we she put out a cover actually of Super Junior's Celebrate for Christmas. It's the YouTube channel Learning from Artist, and they put out a fantastic Christmas cover. So you guys just type in Super Junior Celebrate cover. It's one of the first things that comes up. And yeah, she arranges her own piano music, and she hired some singers, and we got to talk to one of the singers, and
we did a whole interview that you will see soon.
Yeah, so we'll get to talk about the process and just sort of encouraging some fun creativity involving K-pop songs and artists and whatnot. So
the goal is to get that video out Friday.
High quality. Yeah. It's going to be some high quality content for high quality covers of songs, and it's Christmas themed, so now is the perfect time to check it out. Anything else we have coming up?
Well, Friday I plan to get the interview out. I will work to my dying days to get that out. It's so long. We filmed for a long time.
Yeah, it was a really good interview though.
That was fun. It should be simple once I get the audio fixed up. But then Christmas, I'm planning on Christmas Eve, which I believe is Sunday, to release our gift giving video.
What a video. Oh my.
Gift exchange.
It was quite you always blow it out of the park with that and the wild things that you find.
Your original present is coming to my house on Wednesday. So your original present is not lost anymore. It's coming. They told me it is. So next year you'll get that.
Okay. I have to wait a whole year to figure out what it is.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I already gave you presents.
Okay. I mean, you gave it to me for my birthday. That's less of a wait.
You'll realize why I can't do that.
Oh, okay. I'll wait till next year then. All right. I'll do that. But yeah, in the meantime, you can check out our shop. That is, if you need some stocking stuffers. It might be a little late to order from it.
You'll get it after
Christmas, but
Christmas is coming soon.
But yeah, but if you're gonna, I guess if you get presents on New Year's or something, you can
birthdays.
Order.
They're really good for
birthdays.
Any time of the year.
Yeah. So we have like keychains, T-shirts, patches, stickers, all kinds of goodness. Oh, look at that model! She's so pretty. In those purple Kiss approved T-shirts.
They loved it. They also loved other people's who wore them to the concert. They were shouting them out.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so cool though. That's awesome.
Yeah, they really liked it. There's this one. There's all these kinds of things. There's so many options. There's even more. You don't even see all of it here.
Yeah. So feel free to browse our shop, and new things get added periodically as well. But yeah, that is it for this week's K-pop live stream.
It went smoother than usual.
It went smoother because I did work on my internet.
Yeah, you're better now. Like, you're not choppy at all. You're just delayed, which is obnoxious for me, but hopefully it won't be obnoxious for everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming we probably won't do one next week because it's Christmas.
Yeah. That's the day after Christmas.
Yeah, but we'll be back the next week. So just stay tuned for our announcements.
But that'll be probably Golden Disc is what we'll be talking about. So
Golden
Disc is January something, like 3rd or 1st or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so get ready for that. I love the Golden Disc Awards. They tend to be my favorite. So we'll see how that goes. But I guess that's it. Anything else? Okay.
Not that I can.
Well, this was fun. It was fun reading to you all. I hope you enjoyed.
Maybe one day I will read.
Maybe
I can find some.
You gotta figure out Tumblr. Did you ever have Tumblr?
I might just go to Wattpad.
Oh, yeah. Tumblr. I used to use it as a high schooler.
That sorts it pretty well.
You learn how to navigate the tags and stuff to get things to figure it out. But yeah, I haven't actually posted anything since high school. And then when I installed the app again to find stuff for the live stream, somebody liked something that I posted like 10 years ago.
Wow.
And I was like, what? Who's still looking at my blog that hasn't been updated since 2013? But somebody did.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'll look for some other because we could probably do some normal fan fiction. We always do themed ones.
Oh yeah. We could
try to find some normal ones.
Some more like fluffy normal ones that we can read at other times.
Explicit and horrifying and scarring.
No water sports, please. I don't want to read that ever. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a great Christmas. or Hanukkah or whatever else you choose to celebrate. Yeah, Kwanzaa. Whatever. Whatever. I hope it's good.
Happy holidays and New Year's.
Yes, good New Year's, and we will see you next time. Oh, leave a like on the way out. It helps.
Yeah, it does help.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye.